The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead. And we're off in week 2. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, Elliott. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Prescott looks to throw on first. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Prescott to throw it. A dump off to Elliott. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Cowboys will turn it over now to Dan Bailey for the field goal try. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
This is Saquon Barkley. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. They really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. Back to throw here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll look to throw here. He dumps it off to Barkley, and he'll get it down here to the 43. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's a give to Barkley. So he got 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. And credit the tackle to Taco Charlton with a stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter games turn into bigger runs later.
It's caught, Shepard. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And down inside the 15 he goes. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Rhett Ellison, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants are in for 6.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
Just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Detroit!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Gone! Detroit!
They'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Barkley. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. And he missed it. No good. This is going to remain a 2-point game after that one. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And now out come the Giants. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
He
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Yeah, we'll see what his offense can do. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. First down carry for Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A handoff to Barkley. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. 56. Lucky 56.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Now Austin. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Banks. Touchdown, Cowboys! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. This time, the extra point up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Humphreys. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? The legal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Back to throw now on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Open man right side is Ingram.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Gone.
They'll set up a throw. And Ingram holds it in. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Gone.
They'll drop to throw. He gives it to Humphries. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll throw now on the final play. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here's Humphries. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And
Incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. The 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
47.
Prescott from the gun. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend the play, but you don't necessarily open up other avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and they end up getting sacked.
New York set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Caught on the right side by Adams. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
No. Check. Patriots.
On second down, here's Barkley. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with third and just a yard.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. How fun will it be to watch Barkley and Elliott go at it twice a year? Here's first and 10.
Gone!
They'll look to throw now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The Giants on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Gone!
They'll set up to throw. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. $62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Second down, Prescott. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Damon Harrison with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
You're going 47, 47. Hey, 47.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Throw left side complete. That's Gonzalez. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 36. Might have needed just one more block. As it stands, 37-yard return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. And the Giants ready to come out now. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Back now in Arlington. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4.
Detroit! Detroit!
A handoff. Barkley running left. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
This is caught. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Gone! 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 Gone!
Now back to throw. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. Extra point put through by Suckup as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Then he'll
take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Prescott now on 2nd down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Call it a 3-yard gain. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Now Prescott. Throw right side is held in by the tight end Gonzalez. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Down carry by Elliott. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They go to Elliott again. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Trying to lay one up deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Thomas. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. The Giants on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Hey, we're going right there. Go. Get out there.
Again to Elliott. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Well, Prescott here to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Tenth carry now for Elliott. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll look to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed him. Instead, second down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. Caught left side is Beckham. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Trying to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
He's back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The give is to Elliott. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match.